So I'm going to talk about Daffy in Wackyland, which is the first stop-motion Looney Tunes cartoon. It was made by Max Winston, who made an award-winning short, I Live in the Woods, and worked on Wendell and Wild, and has done storyboards for various different productions, and has tried to work with Pete Brownguard on different things. Supposedly, originally when the Looney Tunes were pitched, they wanted to do a few in different styles. I don't think I've seen any of those other ones, unless I'm wrong. But they did make this one. This is played at Annecy last year, and is either going to or will play at the Ottawa Animation Festival. And I keep reading this was supposed to play in front of Coyote vs. Acme, but I didn't see that anywhere official, so I think that might just be a rumor. But this is an odd one where Daffy is in the desert. He is looking for food. He sees a dodo egg. He chases the dodo into Wackyland, which is sort of this weird, surreal Looney Tunes world. I actually do know the original cartoon, but I mainly knew it growing up through Tiny Toons. But it's basically like anything strange and weird could happen. It's very surreal. I think they made like Dali jokes in it and stuff in the Tiny Toons or the original. And that is kind of perfect for what this is, because I think how this really works is being weird and strange and wacky and stuff like that. And it sort of works with what we have with the design, because if you look at the design of Daffy, he looks like Daffy Duck, but it sort of doesn't. He looks like his own unique, weird, kind of homemade thing, which I think stop motion works better if you get the sense that it's made by a weird, strange person rather than, unlike most animation. Unlike, I think, the 2D stuff, which obviously, on model and off model and stuff, but this feels like a real living kind of strange creature, and the dodo just works perfect in that thing. And I think Wacky World, you're able to do so many different sets and designs and stuff. I mean, there's one part where they're in Wacky World, or Wackyland, and like the shots keep changing, like from like every word and every move, and it was like totally weird and bizarre, but it opened up this cool world. And I think one of the things I like about Looney Tunes specifically is it can just go into the surreal randomly, and it feels like at peace with everything else going on. And that looseness to the animation, I think, really, really works in this. Like, they do so many different things, they do so many different gags for it. It's really a visual delight and a visual feast to watch. And it was probably one of my more favorite, and I really do love these the newer Looney Tune shorts, but this one really stands out a lot. And I think I would actually love to see it on the big screen, because it has such great movement to it, and it just keeps changing and moving, and I don't think it makes any fucking sense, but like that's sort of the point. It's like it feels like a grab bag of animation styles, but sometimes it's like, I do like jam animation cartoons quite a bit, and I think this is a kind of like a jam stop motion thing. It was done by Rat Bat Studios, which is the studio that Max Winston works for. It's a total delight. I wish more people were talking about it. I wish this got the publicity that the Donald Duck short, which was honestly not very good at all, got, because it is really out there and really strange. I hope it actually gets a nomination or something. I really felt fondly about it. I think it really worked with Daffy Duck. I hope they do more. If they did a short like this every year, I'd be really happy with it. It's totally like, also if like you like weird surreal cartoons, or like Getting High with a cartoon or something, this would be the exact great one. It works so well in that, but it's also like I could watch it with my daughter, and we watch it and she was like, whoa, that was weird. And like, but it has a great ending to it. It really flows with like a good chase while also being surreal. It's like kind of, I think, what I liked about animation, where you can be experimental, you can be odd, you can have a great chase sequence, and then like say absolutely nothing, but you feel like you experienced something. It was really wonderful and really great, and I think highlights the beauty and the openness of animation, particularly stop motion animation, and probably I don't know, stop motion is always having an interesting time, but this is really cool. And I think Rat Bat Studios and Max Winston and Pete Brownguard did a great job putting this together. I think it is one of the real standouts, not just because of in stop motion, because it was able to really understand what a good Donald Duck short is, and a lot of the I don't think there are. I don't know if there are too many solo Donald Duck stuff. It's always Donald and Porky. This felt like a really great solo Donald cartoon. It much like the other Looney Tunes stuff of this era. It feels like it is the exact place Looney Tunes need to be, and I really loved what they did with this.